Hello everyone, my greetings to one and all. This is the 8th session on cost analysis. In the previous session, you have understood about average cost. I am Poonam Vohra from Microeconomics Learning Center. This session focuses on marginal cost. The producer attaches a lot of importance to marginal cost simply because it helps in deciding as to how much should be the maximum output of a firm. Also, it helps in deciding as to whether or not the firm should produce additional units of a commodity. So let us learn more about marginal cost. Now let's think of this example. Suppose there is a firm which manufactures shoes and it requires rupees 100 worth of leather, glue, thread and other materials to create one shoe. The producer requires production unit also and has to make one-time investment of say 2 lakhs. By making such investment, the firm can produce 100 shoes. So one can find cost of each shoe. But if there is an increase in demand of this particular shoe, more has to be produced. So the workers need to produce more shoes at the same time period. The workers will learn how to move fast from one task to the next quickly. And the factory now is in a position to produce maybe 200 shoes. Now what happens? More is produced during the specified time, so cost of production is less. Since more has to be produced, more will be purchased in bulk. So input cost will also be less. That means by producing more, additional cost incurred goes down. It decreases. But in case demand for this footwear falls and the next month using the same time period, less will be produced. That means same resources will be used but production would be less. So cost of production will go up, implying that for more production, additional cost incurred will be less, and for less production, additional cost incurred will be more. Continuing further with the concept, marginal cost. It is addition to total cost of producing one more unit of output. So one can apply different formulas to find marginal cost. 1. Marginal cost is equal to total cost of n units minus total cost of n minus 1 unit. 2. Marginal cost is equal to total variable cost of n minus total variable cost of n minus 1 unit. And 3. Marginal cost is equal to change in total cost divided by change in units produced. The question is, how will one decide which of the three formulas one should be applying to find marginal cost? Let's understand that. Now, have a look at this numerical example where units produced, total fixed cost and total variable cost are given. One can find total cost and marginal cost. Units produced are in sequential order varying from 0 till 5. It is known that total fixed cost remains constant, which is 60 in this case, whether 0 unit is produced, less units are produced or more units are produced. Total variable cost increases with increase in output. It is 0 with 0 units, 30 when 1 unit is produced, 40 with 2 units, 45 with 3 units, 68 with 4 units, and 110 when 5 units are produced. One can find total cost, which is the addition of total fixed and total variable cost. It is 60 when 0 units are produced, 90 when 1 unit is produced, 100 when 2 units are produced, 105 when 3 units are produced, 128 when 4 units are produced, and 170 when 5 units are produced. Now one can find marginal cost by applying formula relating to total cost or relating to total variable cost. By either way, one gets the same answer, simply because marginal cost is not affected by total fixed cost. It is affected only by the variable cost. So let us see. When 0 units are produced, marginal cost is undefined. With 1 unit of production, marginal cost is 30. Whether we take total cost, that is 90 minus 60, or we take into account total variable cost, which is 30 minus 0. For the second unit, total cost is 100 minus 90, you get 10, or in the case of total variable cost, it is 40 minus 30, 10. For the third unit, total cost is 105 minus 100, it is 5. For total variable cost, it is 45 minus 40, 5. For the fourth unit, it is 128 minus 125, 23. Or in the case of total variable cost, it is 68 minus 45, it is 23. For the fifth unit, it is 170 minus 128, 42. Or for total variable cost, 110 minus 68, which is 42. So one has to be careful and take note of the units produced. If the units produced are given in sequential order, like in this case, then one will apply either this formula or this formula, and you get the same answer as we have just seen. Now have a look at this numerical example. Units produced, total fixed cost and total variable cost are given. Total cost and marginal cost can be found. Units produced are 0. Total fixed cost is 60. Total variable cost is 0 when nothing is produced. When 1 unit is produced, total fixed cost is 60. Total variable cost is 10. Now information is about third unit. With 3 units of production, total fixed cost remains same. Total variable cost is 22. Then after this, information is about 6th unit of production. With 6 units, 60 is the total fixed cost, 34 is total variable cost. Then after that, information is about 9th unit. Total fixed cost is same. Total variable cost increases to 52. Then information is about 12th unit of production. Total fixed cost remains same. Total variable cost is 82. One can find total cost with the summation of total fixed cost and total variable cost, which is 60 when 0 unit is produced, 70 when 1 unit is produced, 82 when 3 units are produced, 94 when 6 units are produced, 112 when 9 units are produced, and 142 when 12 units are produced. Now one has to find marginal cost. Now in this information, one cannot apply total cost of n units minus total cost of n minus 1 units, because it will not give the correct value of marginal cost. In this case, one has to apply this formula, that is change in total cost divided by change in units produced. For 0 units it is not defined. When 1 unit is produced, change in total cost is 70 minus 60. Change in units produced is 1 minus 0. So it is 10. For the third unit, change in total cost is 82 minus 70 and units produced is 3 minus 1, that is 2. So you get marginal cost as 6. For 6th unit, it is 94 minus 82 divided by 6 minus 3. You get 4. Marginal cost is 4. For the 9th unit, it is 112 minus 94 divided by 9 minus 6. You get 6 as marginal cost. For the 12th unit, it is 142 minus 112 divided by 12 minus 9. You get 10. So, once again, when units produced are not given in the sequential order like this, then one has to apply this formula. Remember that. Otherwise, you will get incorrect answer of marginal cost. Marginal cost can be shown diagrammatically also. For that, units produced are taken on x-axis, marginal cost on y-axis. The information has been given for units produced and marginal cost, which needs to be plotted. 0 units will not be plotted as marginal cost is not defined. When 1 unit is produced, marginal cost is 30. So one gets point A. With 2 units, marginal cost is 10 and one gets point B. With 3 units, marginal cost is 5 and one gets point C. When 4th unit is produced, marginal cost is 23. One gets point D. When 5 units are produced, marginal cost is 42 and one gets point E. By joining all these points, one gets a marginal cost curve which is a U-shaped curve. The U shape of marginal cost is due to the operation of law of variable proportions, where falling marginal cost is due to increasing returns or decreasing cost. It is because of better coordination between fixed and variable factors. Minimum marginal cost is due to the optimum combination of fixed and variable factors. And then rising portion of marginal cost is due to the diminishing returns or increasing cost. It occurs due to defective factor ratio resulting in mismanagement and inefficiency. One also has to remember that marginal cost is not affected by fixed cost. It is known that total cost is the summation of total fixed cost and total variable cost. As total cost does not change with change in output, marginal cost is independent of total fixed cost and is affected by only total variable cost. So, summation of marginal cost is total variable cost, but summation of marginal cost is not equal to total cost. It is so because fixed costs are a part of total cost. Marginal cost hence changes due to changes in total variable cost only. And what is the relevance of marginal cost? It tells us how much should be the maximum output, whether or not the firm should produce additional units. So marginal cost is essential as it provides answers to many questions. Now assess yourself and pick up the correct option out of the 4 options given for a statement. Marginal cost, option A, is affected by fixed cost of production. B. Falls as more units are produced. C. Is estimated from total variable cost. And D. Is supply curve irrespective of whether it lies above or below average variable cost. Please check your answer. The correct answer is option C. That is, marginal cost is estimated from total variable cost. I hope you have understood the concept of marginal cost. With this, the session comes to an end. The next session would focus on relationship between the costs. Till then, keep reading, keep learning, keep practicing. Do numericals as many as possible. Show these costs diagrammatically as many times as you can. Because the more you draw diagrams, the more you find solutions to the numerical, better will it be to understand the various concepts of costs. So, see you in the next and the last session on costs.